Hello and welcome to VLSI Design Lectures, and today we are going to cover N-Well Fabrication Process. We are into lecture 27. We are in fabricating CMOS via three different ways. One that we have covered is P-Well. Today we are going to cover N-Well, and in our next class we are going to cover twin tub process. Alright, so let's start. So N-Well CMOS circuits are superior to the circuits made from P-Well process. Okay, and that is because N-Well process has lower substrate bias effects on transistor threshold voltage. N-Well process also has lower parasitic capacitances as well. Now, where have you heard this parasitic capacitances? You have covered this in the Virtuoso labs, specifically in the layout designs. So whatever experiments that we covered in Virtuoso, and we also covered the layouts of those. In those layouts, I have shown you the parasitic capacitances, resistances and inductances. Okay, so N-Well has less of that. If a fabrication process is giving you lower parasitic capacitances, means it is better. Why? Because that's how your power dissipation will get lowered. Okay, now let us start with the steps. So the first step is formation of N-Well region, and to do that we would need which type of substrate? P type. Okay, this is our first step. What is our second step? We need to define NMOS and PMOS active areas. Means we have this substrate, we have created the N-Well. Now where will be the location of our active areas of NMOS and PMOS? That we have to define. Okay, third step is field and gate oxidations. That means we need to grow our phenox. Fourth step is form and pattern polysilicon, and to do that what process will be using? We'll be using photolithography. Alright, next is we have to create the P plus diffusion areas. What will they form? They will form the source and drain in PMOS. Once we have done that, then we will create the N plus diffusion areas, and they will form the source and drain in NMOS. Done. Once we have created the P plus pockets and N plus pockets, what is left? We have to do the contact cuts. Once we have created the spaces where we have to attach the terminals, then we will do what? We will be depositing and patterning the metal. That means metallization. Okay. Last step is our passivation. So over glass with cuts for bonding pads. Nothing but the passivation process. Okay. Now I am following the VTU syllabus of Karnataka, and in the given textbook for N-Well they have mentioned the steps. If in your textbook they have the diagrams, you know the process. Draw the diagram, explain what has happened, and label those diagrams. Alright. Now once we are done with this, then comes our final fabricated diagram. Okay. So this is our final diagram, and since it is our final diagram, we have to do what? We have to name it. So this is our N-Well CMOS inverter. Okay. We have our VDD, VSS, VIN, Vout. We have now again we have to label the diagram as well. So this is our polysilicon. This is our Thinox. This is our N-Well, and this is our substrate. Okay. Whatever we have done to get to this point is already explained over here. Okay. And if you feel that you have not understood this, you can easily check lecture 26 and 25, where I have covered the P-well process, and whatever we have done over there, we have just changed the P-well and N-well and the substrate type. Rest everything is the same. Alright. Done. So this is our today's lecture. I know this is a short lecture. Sometimes we do need to have some short lectures, isn't it? So this is where I'll end the class, and I'll subtly hint that we are still onto the road to 500 subs. The journey has been great. We are growing together, we are learning together. If you have learned something from my channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon, because this is the only place where VLSI is made easy and we cover labs and theory in one place. So subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified for our next class. Until then, stay happy, stay updated.